he's such a special human being. Yet, the things he's done in his life, president of Woodward, governor, senior vice president of finance for Barbara Coleman Company.
He was a very good man to work for, because he always seemed to have an ability to relate to people.
He's kind of the magnet that sort of pulls us all together.
He was just down to earth, friendly.
He is such a wonderful role model. For everybody around him.
He's a quiet man, but he is so generous and a big staple in our community.
I'm not sure that people that live here really understand and realize what he has done, because he doesn't go around boasting it. He doesn't look for credit and praise and thanks and all that. He does it out of the goodness of his heart.
Just as a person, I think he'll be remembered as a kind, caring, and generous man with a warm smile and always the optimist.
Dick has been around the Community Foundation for years, and he was on the board of trustees prior to my arrival to Community Foundation 25 years ago. So gosh, he has been involved with Community Foundation for years and years and years. And one of the major things that Dick did for the Community Foundation was really be instrumental and orchestrate a very large gift from the sale of the Barbara Coleman Company.
We agreed to the sale. I went to the president and I said, the employees are going to have a good deal. The stockholders are going to have a good deal. But the community may suffer because Barbara Coleman has been so instrumental in its gifting around the community.
He was concerned, and I know the other managers were concerned too with Barbara Coleman. And that was the impetus really for those gifts that came to the Community Foundation. It took us from a small organization of about $1 million in assets to more or less overnight a $5 million organization.
Dick taught me a lot about philanthropy. He always said, it's easy to give away money, but it's hard to give away money responsibly. And so he always wanted to do it in a way which helped an organization become a better organization.
Dick has been a huge supporter of the Rockford community and many organizations in the community over many years. And of course, the YMCA has been fortunate to have his leadership there. He was on the board, and then after that, for many years, continued to serve on committees like our finance committee and our endowment committee, which is really critical. But he really made a difference with building an endowment for the Y, and how much he really believed in that idea of having an endowment sort of base.
As of a couple of years ago, Dick graciously donated money towards the Dick and Grace Leighton Professional Development Fund, where we were able to send a lot of our team members to get training, further education. We ended up sending 2 employees to the Leading Age Conference. They were so inspired by what they learned. Both of them are now licensed nursing home administrators and have been promoted with our organization.
Individual development has long been something I believed in. At Barbara Coleman, we had a professional management program, and I thought that ought to be every place. And the staff here at Wesley Willows need to continue to grow in their capabilities. So let's help them along.
We all had a wonderful childhood with very caring parents. They were good role models for the three of us.
You know, they came to our events, supported us that way, got us involved with other family members, which of course is always fun to get to know the rest of the family. When we were kids, I do remember them talking to us about the fact that we had a lot of privileges, that we had a lot of resources available to us, and not everybody lived that way and had that kind of a life.
We all realized that Dad was making a difference in the community when we three girls would hear about all the organizations that he and Mom were supporting. And I feel like they did talk to us about those and why they were doing what they were doing.
I think that we could all see the satisfaction and joy that the Dad and Mom got from giving. And so not only did I get the message from them that it was the right thing to do, but that it also was very satisfying.
You know, I've been blessed with having resources, and I believe I should share them. You know, I don't want to use them to lead a luxurious life. I have a good life, and so let's help others have a good life.
Thank you, Dick, for being such a role model for me in my life. And I would only hope that I could live my life a fraction of the way you've lived yours.
I feel like you've molded me into the person I've become today, and I like that person, and that's a good thing. You're a wonderful inspiration in all aspects of life, and I thank you, and I love you too.
Thank you for your leadership. You've done so many things that people don't even know. Again, you're just a blessed friend.
Dan, because of you, I've tried to live my life according to, I believe it's called the golden rule, right? The do unto others. And because that's what I've seen you do.
Thank you for the years and years of friendship. That has gone on even the many years after we left Oklahoma.
Dad, I love you, and I thank you for all you've done.